Well, I love the team, and I have here the whole off season. To be honest with you, they just show up every single day to work. Of all the 7 practices we've had, the first one coming back from spring break on Tuesday wasn't a very clean one, but they rebounded today, and I thought they had a very energetic, spirited practice. The guys competed. We did a lot of situational work, and we're getting better. That's how I feel about our team right now.
You get a sense of your coaching staff. I know you now that your 7 practices in. Is it an upgrade? Is it will it be what's your general take of the coaching staff changes and how it's going to impact the team right now?
Well, I always start with anybody that's been in our program. They've helped us get better and appreciate all the effort and time and commitment they've made. And the new coaches are no different. They're working exceptionally hard. I think the players have done a really good job of connecting with each other. The players have done a good job of learning some new techniques and fundamentals based on the position, and have taken to them. And they've helped them, come out here and play with more confidence. And I'm excited to see where it continues to go. But so far, through the first 7 practices, I think a couple positions that needed to make some huge strides have done that.
Which positions?
I think our O-line in the run game is making some strides offensively. I like what they're doing. We got to clean up some stuff in pass protection, get a little more consistent there, but I really like the way that we're running the ball. And then our linebackers, I really like the way they're playing right now. I think I mentioned this before. I think it's probably our strongest and deepest position right now today. Hopefully it continues that way.
And you mentioned offensive line, left tackle. What's that looking like, the competition there?
Raquan O'Neal's doing a really good job there right now. Mike Lonsdorf is also doing a really good job. They both played in the past. They're both getting some reps with the 1s and the 2s, but I really like what I'm seeing out of those guys right now.
You have a lot of wide receivers, a lot of guys who have something to prove there, guys coming in later on. How are you balancing that and getting everyone reps and looks?
Well, those reps have to be earned. So our job's not to make sure that the reps are equal. Those guys got to go out and compete to get those reps, and that's what I like about the group right now. Is there's a lot of competition. There's not just one guy or 2 guys. There's a lot of guys, and there's a lot of guys that are similar in their ability, so they have to go compete to get those opportunities. The ball's not going to be thrown to all of them, and if they want to get that ball thrown to them, they've got to separate themselves. And we're not there yet to say that these few guys have done that, but I like the way the group is working.
Last year, you get a sense of everything. I mean, we obviously saw him impact the offense in so many different ways. How much better can he be? When you look at a guy like that, the improvement that he made from freshman to sophomore, is there more improvement that he can make from sophomore to junior?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a long way to go. He's not even close to reaching his full potential. And we are asking a lot of him. He's going to be playing multiple positions, so it's more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing. He's got the physical tools, but he's got a lot to learn, and he's got to master a lot of things. And that's probably where he's got to grow the most, is just truly understanding all the things that we're asking him to do. He's got the talent to impact our football team and our offense and help us score points, and we've got to put him in positions to do that if we're going to improve.
How has Art been this spring, and what's the development of the 2 younger guys like your quarterback?
I'll start with Art. Art's a lot more comfortable right now. Kind of like Blackshear was from his freshman year to sophomore year. Art from freshman year to sophomore year needs to show a bunch of improvement, and I think based on what we've seen so far this spring, he's going to do that. He still has a long way to go, but the game has slowed down. He's playing with a lot more confidence. He's more comfortable with what we're doing offensively and what he's asked to do. But there's a ton of things he's still got to get better at. But I love the kid's attitude and the way he's trying to lead the offense right now. It's fun to watch, but he's got a lot more poise out here at practice, and that's a good sign.
How about the younger guys?
They're coming along. Those guys are all new. When we talk about Johnny Lang and Cole Schneider, those guys are new. It's their first spring here. They're working their tails off. They're learning every single day. I really like the quarterback room in general, because they really push each other. But obviously Art's ahead because of the time that he's spent here. But those guys are doing some really good things.
The number one question we get asked by fans all the time, the transfers. Do you have any update on the waiver status?
No. Again, I'll say the same thing until it's one way or the other. I have no updates. I don't know where it's at, other than they're still gathering all their information to be able to make a decision, and hopefully we'll hear something sooner than later.
it kind of begs the question, sorry, Chance, that if Langen, particularly if he's not eligible, is there a emergency, like a situation of where you need another quarterback, a grad transfer type guy, or anything? I know they don't grow on trees,
Yeah.
but not to have a true freshman as our potential backup.
Yeah, no, that's obviously a good question and good observation. We have those conversations all the time about what our backup plans would be. We're hoping that Johnny can become eligible, but again, it's out of our hands, and we'll wait to get that decision. But we also have conversations about where we're going to go to next and what our plan would be. So we have a couple scholarships available. We kept them available for a reason, and we have the flexibility to do some things if we need to.
The tight end group's missing Colquitt this spring, but how have guys like Alimo and Jonathan Lewis progressed so far?
Well, they're getting a lot of reps, and that's the number one way to improve is to go out and play the game and get a lot of reps. And they're both improving a lot. Jonathan's probably ahead of Alimo just because he's been here and he knows the offense. Every single day is a new day for Matt, but he's really doing a nice job. He's a smart football player. He's picked up a lot of things. We ask our tight ends to do a lot, from different alignments to motions to pass protection to routes, and he's done a great job of picking that up. Jonathan learned a lot of that as he sat in the quarterback's room, so he's ahead mentally, but both physically are good players. I really like what that room looks like right now, and we put Travis back in the mix. Be really pleased with it, but they're getting better. I think they're running routes, they're catching the ball, they're doing some things in the run game.
With Davon moving to wide receiver, what prompted that? Because there's a lot more receivers than tight ends.
That's his natural position. Last year, we were really trying to ask him to do something he's never done before. He's a big body receiver. He's got great ball radius. He can go up and get the ball. He's got long arms. He can run routes. He's got good speed. So he's right now probably our most consistent guy out here. I'm really pleased with what I've seen out of him. And we saw those signs last year as a tight end, that he's got good ball skills and can be a good receiver. Blocking wasn't necessarily his strength a year ago, but because of his size and his length, he's doing a really good job on the outside.
Sort of an open practice on Saturday, I guess. What should fans who come out, the season ticket holders, what should they expect to see on Saturday?
Hopefully they come out and they see a highly spirited, energetic football team that's going to compete, and that's really what it's going to be about. And seeing a bunch of guys that play really, really hard and are trying to be physical.
We haven't talked to you since Pro Day, but Saquon Hampton in particular, when NFL scouts ask you about him, like, what's your general takeaway as far as him being an NFL prospect?
Well, he's a definite NFL player. It's just going to be based on the team's needs and how they see him. But in my opinion of the defensive backs I've been around, he's an NFL player. He's got size, he's got speed, he can play the game, he's got football intelligence, and he's going to make some team happy. And I'm really happy for him. I'm excited to see what his future holds. He worked extremely hard over the last 3 years, had some setbacks with injuries, but had a great senior year and just kept working and grinding, believing in the process. And now hopefully he's going to wake up and have an opportunity to go make some money and play at the next level.